Welcome to my channel HD Rare Coins 111, the place where history meets treasure. Here, every coin tells a story, from the oldest United States classics that shaped our past to the newest rare discoveries that amaze collectors today. If you love the thrill of uncovering hidden value, exploring the beauty of design, and learning the secrets behind coins worth fortunes, then you're in the right place. Join us as we dive deep into the world of rare U.S. coins, both old and new, and reveal the fascinating details that make them priceless. Top 1. Picture this moment. You walk into a coin shop or maybe open an old drawer at home, and tucked away is a coin that gleams with a golden shine unlike any ordinary dollar you have ever seen. At first glance you think it is just a regular modern coin, but then you realize it is something far more special. It is a golden Sacagawea dollar from the year 2010, a coin that collectors around the world whisper about because of its beauty, its rarity, and the incredible value that some examples have reached in the marketplace. This is not just money, this is history, art, and treasure all blended into one shining piece of American heritage. The Sacagawea dollar first appeared in 2000, honoring the remarkable Shoshone woman who guided Lewis and Clark on their legendary expedition. Her portrait, carrying her infant son Jean-Baptiste, has since become one of the most iconic and beloved designs in modern United States coinage. By 2010, the coin had already developed a reputation among collectors, and the mint added a new touch by featuring changing reverse designs under the Native American dollar program, making every year's issue a little different and exciting to hunt for. But here is where things get truly fascinating for collectors. The 2010 Sacagawea dollar saw a limited mintage compared to earlier years, and many were produced only for collectors rather than for everyday circulation. This makes the 2010 issues harder to find in the wild and especially desirable when they appear in flawless condition. Beyond that, there are unique minting errors and varieties from this year that have elevated certain coins into the realm of numismatic legends. Some of the rarest 2010 Sacagawea dollars are those struck with striking mistakes such as dramatic off-center strikes where part of the design is missing, doubled dies where lettering or numbers appear to be shadowed and doubled, or wrong planchet errors where the golden dollar design ended up being struck on metal intended for a different denomination. Imagine holding a coin like that in your palm, knowing that there might only be one or two of its kind anywhere in the world. Collectors go wild for these rare features because they transform a coin from being simply collectible into being one of a kind. The thrill of finding a Sacagawea dollar with a bold doubling in the word liberty, or one where Sacagawea's portrait sits slightly shifted because of an off-center strike, is beyond words. These are the discoveries that make the heart of a coin hunter race and make collectors lean in at auctions, eager to place their bids before anyone else can claim the treasure. Another important detail is condition. Most modern coins are handled, exchanged, and worn down quickly, but the 2010 Sacagawea dollars that remain in brilliant uncirculated or proof condition carry immense value. Their golden surfaces shine with mirror-like brilliance, and every fine line of the design can be admired in its full detail. Coins like these, especially when graded at the top levels by professional grading services, are the ones that break records at sales and prove that even modern issues can achieve legendary value. For collectors chasing the 2010 Sacagawea dollar, the best tip is to never overlook rolls, sets, or forgotten stashes of modern coins. Many people dismiss these golden dollars as common, but hidden among them could be a rare error or a high-grade example that changes everything. Always check for doubled letters, unusual edges, strange color differences, or shifts in the strike. These are signs that you might be holding something that only a handful of people in the entire country have ever seen. Auction houses in cities like New York, Dallas, and Los Angeles have seen the excitement when rare 2010 Sacagawea dollars come up for bidding. Collectors lean forward in anticipation, hands raise quickly, and the energy in the room grows as the price climbs higher and higher until someone finally wins the prize. Private sales and online markets have also witnessed collectors paying fortunes just to secure one of these coins, because demand for special Sacagawea issues has continued to rise with each passing year. And now the most thrilling revelation of all, one of these 2010 golden Sacagawea dollars with its unique rarity and preserved condition has reached an original market value of $70,000. Just think about that, a coin that most people pass by without a second glance, suddenly worth tens of thousands, enough to buy a car, a home, or fulfill lifelong dreams. That is the magic of coin collecting, the chance that a simple-looking coin in your pocket could secretly hold a fortune. So the next time you come across a golden dollar, do not ignore it or spend it casually. Hold it up to the light, check every detail, admire the artistry of Sacagawea carrying her son, and remember that history and value sometimes hide in plain sight. The 2010 Sacagawea dollar proves that treasures are not always buried deep in the ground or locked away in a vault. Sometimes they are right in your hands, waiting for you to recognize them. The United States of America $1 golden Sacagawea coin from the year 2010 has an original market value of $70,000. Top 2. Imagine for a moment the excitement of holding in your hand a coin that shines with the glow of history, a coin that does not just represent money but carries the face of a president who led the nation through turbulent times. This is not a common dollar, this is the golden $1 coin honoring Zachary Taylor, the 12th President of the United States, whose years in office spanned from 1849 to 1850. It is a coin that combines presidential legacy, numismatic beauty, and thrilling rarity that makes collectors lean forward with wide eyes and eager hearts whenever its name is spoken. The golden Zachary Taylor dollar is part of the Presidential Dollar series, created to honor leaders of the nation with designs that capture their portraits in bold detail and elegance. When the mint struck the Zachary Taylor dollar, it carried not only the portrait of the man known as Old Rough and Ready but also the symbolic weight of a short yet impactful presidency that shaped America's history. On the reverse is the Statue of Liberty, rising tall and radiant, a reminder of freedom and strength that ties the story of every president back to the people they served. While many of these coins were struck for circulation, very few have survived with the perfection and rarity that makes collectors gasp. Some were produced with minting errors so dramatic and unusual that they instantly became legends. Among them are missing edge lettering errors where the words that usually wrap around the edge of the coin simply do not exist, making the coin appear smooth and unique compared to the rest. Others display doubled lettering where the inscriptions appear shadowed, a mistake that turns an ordinary coin into a one-of-a-kind piece. There are even wrong planchet errors where the design of Zachary Taylor was struck on metal not meant for the dollar, leaving behind an odd and unforgettable treasure. Just think about the thrill of discovering such a coin, a golden dollar in your pocket or collection that looks a little different, and upon closer inspection you realize it carries one of these rare features. That small detail, invisible to most people, could be the very reason the coin leaps from being worth a single dollar to being worth hundreds of thousands at auction. Stories circulate of collectors who once sold a Zachary Taylor era coin in major cities like Chicago or New York and walked away with fortunes that changed their lives forever. Condition also plays a powerful role in value. Coins that remain in pristine mint state with sharp details and mirror-like golden luster are the ones that drive collectors into bidding wars. The edges must be clean, the portrait of Taylor crisp, the Statue of Liberty bold and flawless. These high-grade examples are so rare and so beautiful that once they appear on the auction stage, the crowd becomes silent and the air is filled with nothing but the sound of rising bids until the hammer finally falls. For collectors hoping to discover or secure one of these treasures, the tips are clear and worth following with care. Always study the edges of the coin closely, because many of the most valuable Zachary Taylor dollars are the ones missing their edge lettering. Watch for doubled inscriptions, unusual surfaces, or coins that look lighter or heavier than they should, as these can be signs of rare errors. And above all, once you believe you have something special, protect it and send it to a trusted grading service, because a certified grade can transform your discovery into a recognized masterpiece in the coin market. Demand for the golden Zachary Taylor dollar is higher than ever, with collectors across the United States and even around the world competing to own one of these rare treasures. At auctions, the energy becomes electric, with hands raising quickly and numbers climbing fast, while online platforms see collectors snatching up any chance to claim a high-quality example. Private sales are just as exciting, where quiet deals between passionate collectors have seen prices soar to levels that prove just how valuable and desired these coins have become. And here comes the most astonishing part of this story, the kind of revelation that gives chills to any coin lover. One of these rare golden Zachary Taylor $1 coins, with its unique rarity and preserved perfection, has reached an original market value of $450,000. Imagine that, a coin that the world might see as just another modern dollar, suddenly carrying nearly $500,000 in value, enough to buy a home, secure a future, or become the crown jewel of a legendary collection. So the next time you come across a Zachary Taylor golden dollar, never overlook it, never dismiss it as just another coin and change. Hold it up, study every detail, check the edges, admire the artistry, and remember that you may be holding history, rarity, and treasure all in one. The story of Zachary Taylor, his short presidency, and the golden coin that honors him proves that sometimes the greatest treasures are hiding in plain sight, waiting for the right pair of eyes to discover them. The United States of America $1 golden Zachary Taylor coin from the years 1849 to 1850 has an original market value of $450,000. Top 3. Imagine for a moment you are standing at a coin auction, the lights shining on the stage as the auctioneer carefully places a gleaming golden dollar under the spotlight. The room grows silent. Every collector in attendance knows this is no ordinary coin. It is a golden $1 featuring the portrait of John Quincy Adams, the 6th President of the United States, whose term lasted from 1825 to 1829. The thrill of this coin does not just come from its golden surface or its place in the Presidential Dollar series, but from the story, the history, and the jaw-dropping rarity that has made it one of the most sought-after modern treasures in the world of numismatics. The John Quincy Adams dollar was issued as part of the Presidential Dollar program, a series that honored every U.S. president with their own coin, each one paired with the majestic reverse of the Statue of Liberty. Adams, remembered as a brilliant diplomat, a tireless public servant, and a man whose vision extended far into the future of the nation, was immortalized on this coin with a bold and detailed portrait that captures both his wisdom and his strength. It is a coin that reflects not only a leader's legacy but also the artistry and precision of the United States Mint. Yet what makes the John Quincy Adams dollar truly extraordinary is not simply its design but the rare variations and minting errors that slipped into production and now drive collectors into bidding wars. Some examples of this coin were struck with missing edge lettering, an error where the inscriptions normally engraved along the edge of the coin are completely absent, leaving the surface smooth and unusual. Others show doubled edge lettering where the words appear twice, overlapping in a dramatic fashion that makes the coin instantly unique. There are even stories of coins struck on the wrong planchet, a mistake so rare that it instantly elevates the piece into legendary status among collectors. Think about the excitement of finding one of these coins, maybe in a collection handed down through family or in a roll of modern dollar coins tucked away in storage. At first it seems ordinary, but then you notice the edge looks different, or the letters appear doubled, and suddenly you realize you are holding a rarity worth a fortune. These are the discoveries that make coin collecting such a thrilling adventure, the possibility that any coin you examine could be the one that changes everything. Condition plays a massive role in the value of this coin as well. While many John Quincy Adams dollars circulated and show marks and wear, the ones that survive in pristine mint state or proof condition are the ones that spark fireworks at auctions. Their golden luster shines as if freshly struck, every detail of Adams' portrait is sharp and full, and the Statue of Liberty on the reverse glows with power and brilliance. These high-grade examples, especially when certified by professional grading services, command the attention of every serious collector who understands just how scarce they are in perfect condition. For collectors hoping to chase this treasure, the advice is simple but critical. Always examine the edge carefully because that is where the most valuable errors reveal themselves. A missing edge inscription, a doubling of letters, or even an unusual thickness can all be signs that you have something extraordinary. Protect any unusual piece immediately and send it for grading, because official certification is what unlocks the full value in the marketplace. And never underestimate the potential of modern golden dollars. because while many dismiss them, collectors know that certain ones like this carry the power to transform small discoveries into life-changing fortunes. Auction houses in cities like Dallas, New York, and Chicago have witnessed the thrill of this coin on their stage. Collectors sit on the edge of their seats as the bidding climbs higher and higher, each hand raised pushing the price closer to unbelievable heights. The air is charged with electricity, because everyone knows how rare it is for a golden John Quincy Adams dollar with perfect condition and rare features to appear for sale. Private collectors have paid enormous sums quietly in deals away from the spotlight, proof that demand for this coin continues to grow year after year. And now we come to the most astonishing part of this story, the revelation that takes the breath away from even the most seasoned collectors. One of these golden John Quincy Adams $1 coins, preserved in stunning condition and carrying the power of rarity, has reached an original market value of $485,000. Just imagine that. A coin that many would mistake for a simple modern dollar is instead worth nearly $500,000, a fortune that could buy property, secure investments, or become the crown jewel of any collection in the world. So if you ever come across a John Quincy Adams golden dollar, never let it slip past your eyes unnoticed. Hold it up, admire the artistry, check the edges, and remember that what you are holding is more than a coin. It is history, it is rarity, and it is treasure. This is the kind of coin that collectors dream of, the one that proves why the hunt is always worth the effort, and why passion for coins continues to grow with each generation. The United States of America $1 golden John Quincy Adams coin from the years 1825 to 1829 has an original market value of $485,000. Top 4. Imagine being handed a coin that looks like any other golden dollar, shining with luster, simple in its appearance, and familiar in its size, yet hidden inside that small piece of metal is of value so extraordinary that it could change the life of the person holding it. That is the thrilling reality behind the golden $1 coin of James Madison, the fourth President of the United States, whose leadership years stretched from 1809 to 1817. This is not just a coin, this is a treasure that blends history, artistry, and rarity into one breathtaking collectible that every coin lover dreams of finding. The golden James Madison dollar was part of the Presidential Dollar program, a series that honored the legacy of American presidents, each coin featuring a bold portrait, and the reverse glowing with the majestic Statue of Liberty. Madison's coin stands out not only because of his role as the father of the Constitution and a visionary leader during the War of 1812, but also because of the way this particular dollar became a piece surrounded by rarity and mystery in the world of collectors. The portrait captures his wisdom and determination, while the shine of the coin itself represents the brilliance of the minting process that honored his memory. What sets the Madison dollar apart are the rare minting errors that slipped through production and now elevate its worth to staggering levels. Some of these coins were struck with missing edge lettering, a mistake that left the smooth golden edge blank where inscriptions should be, making the coin look unfinished yet incredibly valuable. Others were struck with doubled edge lettering, where words like "E pluribus unum" appear twice, overlapping and creating a dramatic effect that collectors immediately recognize as an error worth thousands. There are even stories of Madison dollars struck on the wrong planchet, a minting accident so scarce that it instantly transforms a single coin into a once-in-a-lifetime discovery. Imagine searching through rolls of modern dollar coins, thinking you'll only find ordinary pieces, and then your fingers land on a coin that looks slightly different. You turn it over, examine the edge, and suddenly your heart races when you realize it is missing the lettering or carries a doubled inscription. That is the excitement this coin offers, the possibility that one small discovery in your collection could unlock the kind of value that rivals treasures found in museums or private estates. Collectors know that condition plays a massive role in the value of these coins. While millions of James Madison dollars were produced, only a fraction survive in pristine mint state or proof condition, their golden shine still flawless, their details sharp and untouched by circulation. These high-grade coins, especially those certified by grading authorities, are the ones that capture the attention of auction bidders and private buyers alike. It is in those pristine examples that the true glory of this coin shines the brightest, making it one of the most desirable modern golden dollars ever struck. For collectors who dream of owning such a piece, the key lies in careful observation and patience. Always check the edges because that is where the rarest and most valuable errors appear. Missing inscriptions, doubled lettering, or even variations in spacing can all be clues that you are holding something extraordinary. Protect any unusual find immediately, store it properly, and consider professional grading because once a coin is authenticated, its market value rises dramatically. Many collectors have turned ordinary-looking finds into life-changing fortunes simply by recognizing these details and acting wisely. Auction houses across America have seen the magic of the James Madison golden dollar. In cities like Philadelphia, New York, and Chicago, bidders raise their paddles with determination, each one hoping to claim the prize as the numbers climb higher and higher. The excitement in the room is electric, because everyone knows how rare it is for such a coin, especially one with perfect condition and unique features, to surface for public sale. Private transactions have also taken place quietly, with collectors paying extraordinary sums to secure a piece that elevates their collection into legendary status. The uniqueness of this coin is not just in its design or its connection to one of America's most important presidents, but in the way it captures both history and chance. Each error, each preserved detail, each shining golden surface tells a story of the mint, the moment, and the miracle of survival through time. This is why collectors treasure it, not just for its financial worth but for the way it embodies the very spirit of numismatics, the passion for preserving and cherishing history in the palm of your hand. And now comes the most breathtaking part of this journey, the detail that leaves collectors stunned and fuels the desire to keep searching. One golden James Madison $1 coin, preserved with rarity and brilliance, has reached an original market value of $495,000. Yes, nearly $500,000 for a coin that most people would mistake as ordinary, yet to collectors it is nothing short of priceless. So the next time you come across a golden dollar, do not pass it by without a closer look. Hold it up, examine its edges, admire the portrait, and remember that you could be staring at a treasure that carries both history and fortune. The golden James Madison $1 coin from 1809 to 1817 is more than just money, it is legacy, it is rarity, and it is the dream of collectors brought to life. The United States of America $1 golden James Madison coin from the years 1809 to 1817 has an original market value of $495,000. Top 5. Have you ever imagined holding a coin that at first glance looks like just another golden dollar, yet inside its shine hides a story of history, legacy, and fortune so great it could change your life forever? That is exactly the magic behind the golden $1 coin of William Henry Harrison, the 9th President of the United States, whose presidency may have been the shortest in American history but whose memory lives on through this extraordinary piece of currency. This is not just a coin, it is a symbol of history and rarity, one that has captured the hearts of collectors across the world. When the United States Mint launched the Presidential Dollar series, each coin carried more than just a portrait. It carried the legacy of leaders who shaped the nation. The William Henry Harrison dollar stands apart because it not only commemorates a man who led bravely but also because the minting process produced unique varieties and errors that turned a simple golden coin into a collector's dream. His portrait, finely detailed and regal, glows on the obverse, while the Statue of Liberty shines on the reverse, reminding us of America's strength and freedom. Now here is where the thrill begins, because not every Harrison coin is equal in value. A large number were struck for circulation, but hidden among them are pieces with rare minting errors that set them apart. Some coins escaped the mint without the edge inscriptions, leaving a smooth golden rim where the words, "In God We Trust," and "E Pluribus Unum" should have been. Others have doubled inscriptions, a dramatic error where letters appear twice, overlapping and instantly catching the eye of collectors. Even rarer are coins struck slightly off-center or with misaligned details, mistakes that transformed ordinary dollars into treasures worth fortunes at auctions. Imagine searching through a roll of dollar coins from the bank and suddenly spotting a William Henry Harrison coin that looks slightly unusual. You turn it in your hand and see that the edge lettering is missing or doubled, and in that very moment, you realize you are not holding just $1 but a piece of history that could be worth thousands. That is the type of excitement this coin brings, the thrill that keeps collectors searching tirelessly, hoping to discover a golden prize hidden in plain sight. Condition also plays a powerful role in the value of this coin. While many Harrison dollars have been handled and circulated, only a few remain in flawless mint state or proof condition, their golden luster untouched and their details sharp as the day they left the mint. These pristine examples, especially those authenticated and graded by professional services, become the stars of auctions, with collectors battling fiercely to add them to their collections. For collectors who dream of finding one, the key is patience and sharp observation. Always check the edges because that is where the most valuable errors hide. Protect any unusual coin immediately, store it carefully, and if possible, have it graded professionally. Grading not only confirms authenticity but also skyrockets the value of the coin in the eyes of serious buyers. Some lucky collectors who once thought they had an ordinary piece later discovered they were holding a fortune when their coin was authenticated as an rare variety. Auction houses across America have witnessed the magic of the William Henry Harrison Golden Dollar. In places like New York, Philadelphia, and even smaller cities, bidders have battled for these coins, pushing prices higher and higher with each raise of a paddle. Private sales, too, have seen staggering figures exchanged quietly between passionate collectors, all eager to own a piece that carries both history and rarity in its golden shine. What makes this coin so captivating is not just the story of the man it honors but the way chance and history came together in its minting. Every error, every perfectly preserved detail, every golden surface tells a story of America's heritage and the wonders of numismatics. To collectors, it is more than a coin, it is a bridge between history and discovery, between the past and the present, and between the ordinary and the extraordinary. And now comes the part that leaves everyone stunned, the moment that proves just how valuable this golden treasure can be. A golden William Henry Harrison $1 coin, with its rarity and pristine preservation, has reached an original market value of $475,000. Yes, nearly $500,000 for a coin that many would mistake as ordinary pocket change, but in reality, it is a priceless treasure in the world of collectors. So the next time you come across a golden presidential dollar, do not dismiss it as just another coin. Examine it closely, check its edges, admire the details, because hidden among them could be a William Henry Harrison dollar that carries both history and fortune in the palm of your hand. The United States of America golden $1 coin of William Henry Harrison, honoring the year 1841, has an original market value of $475,000.